So to save time, I've already done my brows and I prime my lid with MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and that's it right here. So I'm going to start off with my crease, and I'm going to go in with my Naked palette, and I'm going to use the color Buck, which is this color right here. This is going to be a nice base tone and a transition tone for the other colors. So I'm just using my blending brush. I got this blending brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to buff that out in my crease. So now I'm going to go in with MAC's Eyeshadow in Saddle, and this is it right here, in the crease again, layering it onto Buck. So I'm just layering that in. And with these, you're not going to really see much of a color payoff because they're more for transition colors. I'm going to take this brown color right here with my 217 MAC brush. I'm going to go in the crease just to deepen up the crease and give it a little bit more dimension. I'm just going to concentrate that in the crease area. So I'm going to start off on the outer, and then whatever is left, I'm just going to pull that into the inner part of my crease. And I'm just going to blend that out. And it's also good to turn your brush in different directions just so you are buffing out that color nicely. Zoe's eyeshadow, everything just flowed very seamlessly and effortlessly. It was absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So now I'm going to be going into my Smashbox Masterclass palette here, and I'll be taking this color right here, and it is called Java. So this is a more deeper chocolatey brown, and like I said, this is going to add more dimension and depth. I'm concentrating this more into the crease. I'm blending it at the same time, but I'm just concentrating on deepening that crease. I'm going to go back over my lid with my primer, the Soft Ochre, because a little bit of it washed away with the blending and the shadows. So next I'll be taking this blush color out of my Smashbox palette, and it's this color right here, and it's called Flush. Zoe did have a very peachy, pinkish type of color on her lid, so I definitely want to play that up. So I'm gonna go in with a flat shadow brush here, and I'm just gonna pack that color onto my mobile lid. And it's just a very pretty color. And mind you, it's not going to look as harsh as it looks now because I'm going to blend out the colors together. So I'm just going to take my MAC 217 brush again. Whatever's left on it is okay. And I'm just going to blend out the harsh edges between the lid color and the crease color. And excuse my energy in this video if it seems a little lackluster, not my usual energy. I'm getting over a cold, but I really wanted to have this video out for you guys, so I hope my energy is not too low. You know this is not me, but... So next I'm going to put on my lashes. I didn't realize how dramatic Zoe's were in her look until I actually zoomed in. She looked like she was probably wearing double lashes. So I'm going to be using the Ardell 113s right here, the very wispy lashes, and these are a bit longer. And then I'm going to layer that with the 120 Demi Wispies right here. See, these buggers are kind of hard to put on. Sometimes I use tweezers, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just easier to use your fingers, but when you want to get real close into the corners like here, tweezers are your best friends. The second sets are always usually easier to put on than the first ones, because the first ones you have to be a little bit more precise and get them right on your lash line, but the second ones you're just basically putting it on top of the other ones. I feel like I could put like a third though, real talk. I'll see once I do this, I'll play back the video, and if it looks like I could use more lashes, because looking at myself in the mirror, it looks great, the one lash that I've already done. Zoe's lashes look fabulous, like drama, gorgeous. I just had twins and I look like, yes, flake. So next I'm going to move on to the foundation. As always, I use my Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color 178. And I first like to apply it on this brush and kind of spread it out. So I just kind of like whisk it on a little bit, because there's quite a bit on here and I don't want to overly disperse it. I don't want to use too much foundation because Zoe's makeup is always very natural, very light, so I don't want this to be too full coverage, even though this is a full coverage foundation. And I just buff that in. Tap and rotate in circular motions. I'm buffing that into the skin. And then I will just go under the eye right here. Just do a little bit of a highlight. Right. And then down the bridge of my nose. And then I love to use my Real Techniques buffing brush just to buff out that concealer under the eye. Like I said, I crease a lot, so this helps. Then as always, I'm going to go in with my banana powder to set that and give me a more of a highlighted look. And then I'm going to go under my eye. And this brush, sorry, is called the contour brush. I use different brushes for different things, I don't know, but I love it for this. And I just set under my eye with the banana powder. So now that I've done my highlight, I'm gonna go on my waterline with this black hole liner from Ardell, which is a Canadian company, but you can use any black hole liner you have. And I'm just gonna slightly line my lower lash line. And for my waterline, I'm going to use Soft Ochre Paint Pot because her waterline wasn't necessarily white, it was more of like a cream color, so I'm going to go in with that just to give the eye a more bolder look. Just going to get in there. I'm going to go in with this brush right here and just buff that out a bit. Just so there's no harsh lines. So now I'm going to go in with my blush, and this is a blush called Mocha. I'm just going to use my stippling brush because this is rather pink and I don't want it to be too bright. Okay, and I guess you can build it up if you want to, and that's the great thing about the stippling brush. You have a little bit more control with it. And then next, obviously, we gotta do the lips. And I'm gonna take this matte lipstick called Pink Pout from Revlon, and I'm just gonna dab this on my lips, just to give it a nice little wash. And to tone it down a little bit, I'm going to use this MAC Cream Sheen Glass, and it's called Boy Bait. It's right here, and I'm going to apply that over my lips. And I never wear lip gloss because I just don't like my lips to look like that. I mean, back in the day I used to love it, but not anymore. Yeah. I'm also going to do a little bit of highlight, and this is the Color Stay, Revlon Color Stay in Sun Kiss. And I've been using this for years. It's very nice. I'm just going to add it to the apples of my cheek. Just give it a nice glow. Zoe was definitely glowing that night. I mean, she looked stunning. Just going to add this probably down the nose. Just above that lip there. So this is the look.